Good morning all. In my last lecture, I explained what are symmetrical components and derived this relation. This is the relationship between the phase voltage of an unbalanced system. Considering VA, VB, VC as the voltage phasors of unbalanced system, the relationship between the voltages of the phasors in an unbalanced system to its symmetrical components, that is Va0, Va1, Va2 are the symmetrical components. The relationship between those two that can be derived from this equation, and this derivation we actually discussed in the previous lecture. Now, from the expression from this equation, considering this submatrix, that is 1 1 1 1 a square a 1 a square, so that if we assume it as t, okay, let t is equal to 1 1 1 1 a square a and 1 a square, then the above equation, this equation can be written as Va Vb Vc t into Va0, Va1 and Va2. That's what it is, t is equal to this. Substituting in 3.1 becomes Va Vb Vc is equal to t into Va0, Va1 and Va2. And now Va0, Va1, Va2 can be written as this, become this side, that when t comes to the LHS, then it becomes t inverse, okay, inverse into Va Vb Vc. Now we will take the inverse of the matrix. Inverse of the matrix T inverse. So as you know that it is adjoined by determinant. So we take the determinant of the matrix. Okay, so determinant of the matrix, as we know from here, it is 1 into a, multiply this a square into a square, that is a power 4 minus a square, minus 1 into leaving this column and this row, this is a square minus a, and plus 1 into a minus a square, like that. So if we can find the determinant here, so that is 3 into, simplifying it becomes 3 into a minus a square, and adjoin for first number, that is for 1 it is a power 4 minus a square, a power 4 minus a square, like that. For all the elements we find the cofactors, that becomes the adjoint matrix. And here substituting that is some of the relationships what we derived while explaining the operator a, that by substituting that a power 4, so which is same as a, and here a power 4 is a minus a, this becomes a minus a square, minus of this, taking minus inside, a minus a square. So like that, if we simplify this and taking a minus a square outside, we will be getting 1 1 1 1 a square and 1 a square a here. Then the t becomes then adjoint of t by determinant, and substituting the adjoint this value divided by the determinant, this is 1 by 3 times 1 1 1 1 a square and 1 a square a. So therefore the equation Va0, so here where we have to use this one t inverse, so Va0, Va1, Va2 is equal to t inverse is equal to 1 by 3 times 1 1 1 1 a square and 1 a square a into Va Vb Vc. Okay, now this actually, so if at all these Va Vb Vc, that is the voltage phasors of the unbalanced system is known, then its symmetrical components can be found by using this relation. Separating the equations can be written, Va0 is equal to 1 by 3 times all 1 1 1, so it is Va plus Vb plus Vc. Then Va1 is equal to 1 by 3 times Va plus a Vb plus a square Vc. Like that we can separate the equations there, from which we can find any symmetrical component by using these relations. Let us solve few examples from this. Prove that a balanced set of three-phase voltages with which have only positive sequence components of voltages only. So we have to prove a balanced set of three-phase voltages, so which will have only the positive sequence components. So if it is balanced set of voltages, means we have to consider a balanced voltage phasor, something like this, because Balanced means all the voltages, phase voltages VA, VB and VC all should have the same magnitude, and all are displaced from one another by an angle 120 degree. So this is a balanced phasor. Now let us consider VA, VB, VC balanced system of three phases. From this figure, VA is what? VA is equal to VA, because we take VA as the reference. Then VB is equal to, VB is what? So the phasors actually move in the anti-clockwise direction. That means VB is A square. It is ahead by VA by an angle 240 degree. That means A square, which represents 1 at an angle 240. So VB is equal to A square VA, and VC is equal to A into VA. So we can write it in this way. Now we have VA0, VA1, VA2, the symmetrical component. Just now we derived. It is equal to 1 by 3 times the 1, 1, 1, 1 A square, 1 A square A, VA, VB, VC. Now here using this relation, VA is VA, VB is replaced by A square VB, and VC replaced by AVA. Then the above equation becomes this. Now multiplying this 1 by 3 terms. Here row column wise multiplication, do that. So 1 into VA plus A square VB plus A square VA plus AVA for this one, and after that 1 VA plus A into A cube VA plus A cube VA. So like that, doing the matrix multiplication, we get this expression, and substituting A cube is equal to 1 as we know, and A power 4 is equal to A, we get 1 by 3 times this. Simplifying, that is taking VA outside, 1 plus A square, we get 3 VA, and this is also VA into 1 plus A square. And as we know that 1 plus A square is equal to 0, that is while deriving the operator A, we have discussed this. And this is 0, this is 0, therefore which is equal to 1 by 3 times 0, 3 VA 0. That is VA0, VA1, VA2, which is equal to 0, VA 0. Separating, we can get VA0 is 0, VA1 is VA, and VA2 is 0. From this it is very much clear. VA0 means it is the zero sequence component. VA2 means it is a negative sequence component. So both zero sequence as well as the negative sequence component are 0. Only the positive sequence component exists. That means it is we have proved that is for a balanced system, then only the positive sequence component present. No negative or zero sequence component for a balanced system. So here we have proved what the question was. Next, take another example. A delta connected balanced resistive load connected across an unbalanced three-phase supply as shown in figure, with currents in the lines A and B specified. Find the symmetrical component of line currents. Here a delta connected system resistive load that is supplied from an unbalanced three-phase supply. So unbalanced supply, that means and also the currents through each of these phases given. So this is a delta connected system, the load which is connected to the unbalanced three-phase supply, and the current values have been given. It is one is 10 at an angle 30 degree, and this is 15 at an angle minus 60 degree. If it is not visible, note it down. This is 10 at an angle 30, and this is 15 at an angle minus 60 degree. And no, the current through the C has not been given. Now the current through A, B, C, all the line currents have been given. The sum of the line currents in a delta connected system, so that is equal to 0. That is IA plus IB plus IC must be equal to 0. As IA and IB are known, it is easy to find IC. IC is equal to minus of IA plus IB. Therefore, we can easily find what is IC. That comes around 18 at an angle 154 degrees. Now, as we know that IA1 is what? So how to find? Suppose IA, IB, IC are the phase currents. Now we can find the symmetrical component of the line currents, as IA1 is 1 by 3 times what is the relation? IA naught. So same here voltages we have derived, same same relation holds good for currents also. That is IA naught is equal to 1 by 3 times VA plus VB plus VC. IA1 is equal to 1 by 3 times IA1 is equal to 1 by 3 times IA plus AIB plus A square IC, like that. So wherever V is there, we replace by current. For currents also same thing holds good. Therefore we can write it as IA1 is 1 by 3 times IA1 is IA plus AIB plus A square. So AIA plus A square IA. That's what it has been written. IA is 10 at an angle 30, that is IA plus AIB. A is 1 at an angle 120 degree. IB is 15 at minus 60. So 15 at minus 60 plus 120 degree plus A square IC. IC is we have found 18 at an angle 154. 18 at 124 plus A square is 1 at an angle 240. So this becomes plus 240. Now we will calculate by simplifying, we will get IA1. Similarly, IA2 is what? 1 by 3 times IA plus A square IB plus AIC. A square is, therefore it is plus 240. A means it is plus 120. IA, IB, IC value as we know. Substituting we get IA2. Whereas IA naught is 1 by 3 times IA plus IB plus IC, which is equal to 0. Therefore 0 sequence component, which is equal to 0. And similarly we can find IB1, IB2, IB naught, IC1, IC2 and IC naught. So relationship between IB1 with respect to IA1 is known. IB1 is what? IB1 is plus 240 degree. To A square IA1. A square IA1. IA square is 14 at 42. A square is 240 degrees. So add 242 here, it becomes 282. And this is IB2 is IA2. A is 4.65 at 248 plus 120 means it is around about 360, it comes that it is 8 degree. So like that we can find IB1 from the relationship between IB1 and IA1, IB2 and IA2, and IB naught and IA naught. IB naught and IA naught they are really equal. Therefore as IA naught is 0, IB naught is also 0. IC naught is also 0. IC1, IC2. So all the relationship between IC1, IA1, IC2, IA2, all those things, IC1 and IA1, IC2, IA2 and IC naught and IA naught. So those relationships if you remember, then you can find for other phases also the symmetrical components. Next problem, one conductor of a three-phase line is open and the current flowing to the delta connector load through line A is 10 amps. With the current in line A as reference and assuming that line C is open, find the symmetrical components of the line currents. Here the delta connector load is given with one of the line the current is 10 at an angle 0 and the other line, one line is open, that line C is open given, and only A must be taken as reference. So therefore IA is 10 at an angle 0. Then IB becomes 10 at an angle 180 degree. So that is because only two lines are there, the other line is open. Therefore this is on opposite. So the current is coming like this. This must be equal to 10 at an angle 180 degree. Then IC is, as it is open, IC is equal to 0. As IA, IB, IC is known, then we can find its symmetrical components. That is IA naught, which is 1 by 3 times IA plus A square IB plus IC, like that. So IA naught is 1 by 3 times IA plus IB plus IC. IA plus IB plus IC, when we add, it must be equal to 0. Next, IA1 is 1 by 3 times IA1 is 1 by 3 times IA plus AIB plus A square IC. as IC is 0, it becomes a 0. A means it is plus 120. Next IA2 is 1 by 3 times IA plus A square IA IB A square 18 plus 240 is there, therefore, and IC is 0, therefore 0. So like this, if you know the relationship between the symmetrical components and the phase values, so then we can find the symmetrical components. For one phase, if we find the other phases, if we find IB1 is when we know IA1, it is A square IA1. A square is 240 minus 240 minus 30 is 210. Plus 210, or it is same as minus 150. Plus 210 is same as minus 150. That is 360 minus 210. It will be becomes 360 minus, that is 360. When we subtract, it will become minus 150. So like that, so we can write either 240 minus 30, that is 2 plus 210 we can write, or else minus 150, that is same as that. Here IC1 is A into IA1. A is plus 120, so plus 120 means minus 30 means it is plus 90. So they have written plus 90 only, like that. So if we know IA1, IA2, IA0, we can find for other phases also the symmetrical components. So this is the end of today's lecture. So we'll discuss with the other concept in the next class. Thank you.